Hi everybody! It's been a bit quiet here for a while, but that's in no way because we're not working on Imperial Commander anymore. It's quite the opposite. We have been hard at work behind the scenes, preparing for some new features we wanted to implement. So let's take a look at what's new in Imperial Commander. Apart from a visual overhaul, for example with nicer hero and ally portraits, the first thing you'll notice is activation management for the rebels. This has been requested a lot, and we finally decided to implement this. Every hero and ally now has their own activation token on their portrait. You can click them to mark a hero or ally as ready or exhausted. Once you end a round, all exhausted activation tokens are set to ready again. Now, Imperial Assault has some quirks when it comes to activations with less than 4 heroes. When playing with 2 heroes, each hero gets 2 activation tokens. When playing with 3 heroes, each hero gets 1 activation token, and a 4th token is passed between heroes. Imperial Commander does this by displaying a 4th virtual hero that can be used to track the 4th activation. The activation system is completely optional. You don't need to exhaust all tokens to move to the next round, so you can simply use the physical tokens if you prefer. The biggest change we implemented concerns deployment cards. Until now, the deployment cards Imperial Commander displayed were scans of the original English cards. We have decided to do away with that and create deployment cards dynamically. Here's how it looks. As you can see, blue cards are for regular groups, red cards are for elite groups. This has multiple benefits. Among other things, it allows us to reduce the file size of the Imperial Commander app, since the scans took up a lot of space. This is great for anyone who has limited storage space available or wants to download the app over a mobile connection. It also allows us to leave out any abilities that are ignored when playing with Imperial Commander. Originally, you had to pay attention to the ignored abilities. With the new feature, ignored abilities, for example the eWeb Engineer's tripod ability, just aren't displayed anymore. If you want to keep using the physical deployment cards, however, the new deployment card system still tells you what abilities to ignore. Any instruction windows now also automatically display the deployment card, so you don't have to manually open them every time. Another benefit is that with this feature we were able to rearrange the search abilities. You now no longer have to bother with search priority. Just follow the sequence of the search abilities on the new deployment card and skip any abilities that wouldn't change the game state, for example accuracy when it is already sufficient, or conditions where no damage has been inflicted. Once you get to the end of the list, start at the beginning and apply any abilities that haven't been used yet until all searches are spent. And finally, having all the data in the app allows us to translate the deployment cards. In the instruction window, you might have noticed that the attack and defense fields of the deployment card are pulsing. That's because you can click them. Here's what happens when you do. The dice roller automatically rolls the correct attack or defense dice. On the left you can add dice, for example when a group is focused. You can also remove dice by clicking on them, for example to simulate a reroll. Players are still expected to chuck physical dice for their heroes, because that's part of the fun of playing a board game. But now you can fully concentrate on your heroes and just let the app roll the dice for Imperial groups. The last change was actually implemented a while ago, but I still want to give a quick demonstration. Some instructions tell you to perform an attack with a different figure, for example the Imperial Officer's Order instruction. This led to some problems where you had to close the instruction window to take a look at another group's deployment card. There was no way to simply call up the same instruction window again to continue the officer's instructions. Now, when you close an instruction window, that instruction is saved. Clicking on the arrow of the exhausted group simply calls up the old window again, with the same random elements in place, for example the decided target or the bonus effect. If you ready the group again, the random elements are reset. That's it. There have also been quite a few changes behind the scenes, for example to make translation work easier in the future. And we have some ideas how to improve Imperial Commander further, but that's still some time off. So for now, just thanks for watching and stay tuned.